Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, Legionnaires, and any new recruits. Another Legion premiere. I've got the Eafengrow EF148 in AUS10 steel and a black stonewash finish, man. Very excited to show you all this knife. And just a heads up, they got a 20% promo code on Amazon. So make sure if you are interested in this blade, to go check that out, man. And if you do purchase it, do not forget to pop in that 20% promo code. That's a pretty good deal. What are you all carrying today? Well, today I've got my Watchman W102. This is an awesome outdoor folder. Excellent. Go check out my review on this, man. This is a badass folder. Let me know what you all are carrying in the chat section and in the comment section. Cool. Let's go over the specs of this knife. Okay, so once again, this is the Eafengrow EF148 drop point blade. Overall length is 12.9 inch. Blade length is 7.5 inch. Blade steel is AUS10 in a black stonewash. Blade hardness is 59 to 60 HRC. Blade type is a drop point flat grind. Blade thickness is 6 millimeters. Blade width is 1.9 inches. Handle length is 5.4 inch. Handle thickness is 0.79 inch. Handle material is a black G10 with red liners. It also comes in a green G10 with yellow liners. And the weight with the Kydex sheath is 1.31 pounds. It's a little on the hefty side, but if you're at a campsite, this will be a perfect camp type knife. Now that we got the specs out of the way, let me just put a few things away. My phone that I'm reading off the specs, my knife back in its proper place. Excellent. Let's take a look at this drop point blade, man. Check it out. It's a beauty, man. It is a beauty. I like the black stonewash. Unfortunately, they do not make this in a satin. Now, I don't know if it's me or what, but this looks like it's a little bit smaller here in this area than it is up here. Maybe it's just my eyes. I mean, I am getting old, so, but in any case, beautifully high, flat ground blade. Should be really good for chop and baton and etc. All right. Very, very sharp out of the box. Slight sharpening choil, decent guard, excellent handle. And as you can see over here, this area, they kind of made it like a nice point over here, which I kind of like instead of flat. So I guess if you needed to use it in a tactical situation, or break a window or whatever, you do have something. And I'm sure that you could you know, use this out in the field if you're camping or hunting or whatever, crush bone or what have you, nuts, etc. Full tank goodness. The handles are done really nice. A little bit on the blocky side, as you can see, they're not contoured. However, it feels good in my hand, and I'm going to show you in a little bit the different positions. Removable scales, you know, black hardware. I'm going to take off these screws. I just received this yesterday, so I'm going to take off these screws, put some Loctite in there, make sure they don't get loose. As you can see, that full tang, 6 millimeter goodness, man. Those red liners look really sharp with this. I gotta get a lanyard on here, but there is a lanyard hole for the lanyard. And let's take a look at this side of the blade. Just a really nice looking blade, man. Very, very small logoing. I know that a lot of you don't like the EF, but it's not so bad, man. Especially if you're out in the field and you're using it, that logo is not going to matter. AUS10 and the model number, very small logos, so hopefully you will all be happy with that. But you know, that's one badass blade right there, man. And it's knife size, you know. It is a knife size. It's not a machete size, but it's a knife size type of deal. And maybe instead of taking a saw and axe and a knife with you, you know, you'll take this knife with you and just a saw. Maybe that might be enough. You know what I mean? but I always recommend a secondary, you know, knife with you, whether it's a pocket knife or a fixie. Make sure you have a backup just in case of, you know, failure. You never know. Let's take a look at the Kydex sheath. This is one awesome Kydex sheath. You can see the little drainage hole there. It's got the riveted holes. Again, I wish it was slots here. I would rather have seen a pancake style. I think pancake style is a little bit more versatile with, you know, more holes and slots all around it, you know. But in any case, you could still wrap a ton of paracord around this if need be. Third-party pouch. It does come with this tech lock. It is very effective and functional. I did carry it over here. All right, this only came with one of these. I don't know what happened to the second one. I don't think it came in the kit. However, it's not a deal breaker for me because, you know, you can adjust it to your belt size no matter what. Plus, I have so many of these that I could just pop one on here. You could position this in a scout carry or an upright carry. Closes and it locks into position. I did carry this to the secondary Legion outpost, and it rides fine on the hip, man. You know, no problems, no issues whatsoever. The Kydex is thick, it's sturdy, it's high quality. Okay, it's just a good piece of equipment to have. Also, it has a little thumb ramp over here to push off. Let us pop the knife in. It snaps in. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful package. And as you can see with the thumb ramp right there, you've got this knife over here, man. Good to go. Let me just put this down. Let me grab one of these sticks over here. All right, let's show you the sharpness out of the box. I did get to use this a little bit. You know, I'm always checking to see the sharpness, etc. But again, out of the box, man, you can't go wrong with Eafengrow. All right. See, I'm making those fine little curls. There you go. See that? Beautiful. Again, sharp out of the box. I'm going to show you the box in a second. However, I just want to show everybody what I noticed. And I hope that this is not going to be a problem. Look how thin that is, man. Look how thin that is. So, knowing how thin that is, I'm going to be very careful making a divot out of this, you know. And I'm going to, you know, punch through wood in this motion, you know, going down. I am going to do that. And I'm going to make a divot, and hopefully, you know, the steel and the heat treat are going to hold up. Usually Eafengrow has a thicker tip, so I was a little surprised because, I mean, look how thick that is, man. 6 millimeters, but then they make it taper down really, really thin. So, you know, I am a little concerned. I have to tell you the truth. But again, you know, you're going to have to adapt to the situation, and we'll see what happens, you know, when the time for testing comes. Let me just clean up all these little curls over here. You know what I didn't show you is holding the knife. I mean, the knife in the forward grip position, you know, perfect. Okay? So, I guess if you're going to do some big game hunting, we're talking moose, caribou, elk, etc., that kind of game, even some of the, you know, those monster mule deers or white-tailed deers up in Saskatchewan, you know, you may want a big knife. And if you're an avid outdoorsman, this might be perfect, you know, for what you're doing, right? Because some of these hunters, they go out into the field and they don't come back, you know. So maybe a knife like this size is perfect for them for both cutting and quartering game. And, you know, as avid outdoorsmen, you're going to start up a fire, set up camp, cut up food, etc. All right, let's do the reverse grip. Let me show you the reverse grip. Feels good, man. The reverse grip feels good. You know, no hot spots. It fits my hand really well, but it has this little bird's beak area. I guess you could fit tightly one more finger right here. Let me see if I could just, yeah, you could fit tightly one more finger. So just be aware of that. However, I think if you got some big hands, you might be okay with this. You never know though, you know what I mean? So, and the good news is with Amazon, if it doesn't fit your needs, you could always send it back. Now let's take a look at the box. This is the Eafengrow box right here. Very simple. There was really nothing in it, just a little silica gel package. All right, there was nothing else in here. I don't know if this is a sample that they sent me or if this is what they send everybody, but for the collector, you got a nice box. You could put your Eafengrow back in and put it away, or if you're a user and you still want a box, you've got something nice and something decent. Plain, simple, effective. All right, got a little logo over there, made in China, Eafengrow model, etc. So nothing to the box other than, if you're a collector or you want to make sure that you store your knife properly, you've got it. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, this is it, man. Let's, as we close this out, I'll show you one more time. The fit and finish of this knife is excellent. Okay, let's go take a look at the handle once again. You can see it looks really nice. Everything is flush, even, beautifully done. All right, I mean, I kind of wish they could have scalloped this a little bit. I'm sorry, they could have scalloped it over here for the thumb, and they could have made some contouring. The blockiness is not bad. It's not bad. It is rounded off all the way on the sides. Okay, nicely rounded off, as you can see. So no hot spots when I'm gripping it. But when the time comes to test, we'll see how it feels. I'm going to do it both with gloves and without gloves. It's got that awesome point right there. I think they did that pretty awesome. Looks very cool. Yeah, man, just a decent looking blade. But again, just a little concerned about that tip, and I will be testing. So, and fingers crossed this doesn't break, because even though I use my knives pretty hard, I don't want them to break. However, I do want everybody to know, can they depend on a knife, And if you need to create a divot or cut into some, sinew, bone, etc., you want to make sure that this tip is not going to come off. So we'll see. We will see soon enough. All right. Let me get this into a proper position for everybody. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, thanks again for taking the time to check this out with me. Really appreciate it. I want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So when this is done, the premiere, check out the comment section and the description section. I'm going to have phone numbers that you can call, websites that you can browse. If you know anybody who's in trouble, needs help, talk to them and give them this information that you see here. And there's also a heartfelt message from Martin Miller, one of your own, a Vietnam veteran, 66 to 69. He has a heartfelt message for you all. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, once again, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and expect a hardcore review soon. At the ready, troops. Hold the line. Take care.